class. Happy Friday. Thanks for being here. Today we're going to pick up the pace with more of a vinyasa style flow, really moving. That'll get us feeling great and out the door within 20 minutes. So all you need is some floor space, yourself, and your breath. Let's get started. So this morning we're going to start in child's pose. Take your time getting there if you need to get organized. We'll be here for about 2 minutes at the start and then we'll start moving. So child's pose, take your knees under you, either close together or far apart, big toes to touch, and reach your upper body forward. You can stack your hands like this and make a little pillow for your forehead. That's one really nice way. You can also extend your arms forward and take your forehead down. Also, it feels good to have a pillow here and just snuggle a pillow. So let's get a good minute and a half more, some nice deep breaths coming into the body this morning. When you find your cozy spot, settle into it. So take some little wiggles. Notice how you feel. Getting a little bit of opening in my hips as I wiggle side to side. Maybe roll your forehead side to side on your hands or on the floor. Massaging your sinuses, massaging your third eye. Waking up your intuition. And extend your arms forward if they're not already. Inhale, walk your hands forward. And then exhale, walk both hands to the left. Boop, 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 just to the left side of your little space. Maybe your right hand comes on top of the left. Here, I'll go like this. Maybe your right hand comes on top of the left. So you get a really big stretch all the way from your right hip to the tips of your right fingers. And then let your head go back down. 3 good breaths here. Big, huge inhales and exhales. Introducing our body to today. Ooh. And as you're ready, inhale to the center and exhale to the other side. Just walk both hands to the right. Maybe your left hand comes on top of the right hand. Maybe not. See what feels right for you. And then your head comes back down. Maybe even your left ear comes to the floor. Big stretch on the left side of the body. Pull your hip back a little bit so you can feel it all the way from your hip to your pinky finger. Big opening under the left armpit. The ribs. Big breaths, make the most of the stretch here. Really fill out your rib area with your air. And as you're ready, inhale to center. Exhale to just settle into your hips one more time. And the next inhale, roll on up to a seat of your choice. You can be kneeling here like this, rock pose, or sit cross-legged, whatever you want. We'll just be here for a sec. Let's take 3 breaths to officially begin our movement. So inhale, arms wide, fingertips wide, round as the sun, reach for the sky. Shoulders down, away from ears, fingertips up. Lots of energy in the hands. One more inhale here. Hands come together. Exhale, press both hands into each other as you slide your thumbs down your midline, opening to the chest and pecs. Maybe find a little bit of movement, a little snaky in there. Roll the shoulders. Let's go again. Inhale, arms wide. Maybe hands come behind you a little bit this time, opening through the chest. Keep inhaling, up, 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 up. Tag those shoulders down away from the ears. Reach your fingers up to the sky. Inhale a little more. And exhale, press your hands into each other. Really playing with this geometry here. Feel an opening in the chest, a balancing of the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Find a little bit of movement, maybe some karate chops in the wrist. That feels good. Hiya! And one more. Inhale, reach up, reach back, up, 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 up. Keep inhaling, keep inhaling. Lots of energy in the fingers. Nice long neck. Inhale more. And exhale, hands come to your heart. Press, 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 press. And with your hands pressing here, elbows out to the side, take 1 minute to set a little intention for your Friday or whatever day you're doing this practice. Maybe just a word. We better seal it in with one more. Inhale, reach up. And exhale to your heart. All right, as promised, a little bit more of a flowy flow for us this morning. So let's just start right here where we are. Or if you're not like this, come to this rock pose. A little bit so you can see. Okay, on your knees. Inhale, sweep hands high. Exhale, forward fold. So your hands come to the ground. Back to like a little child's pose. But this time we're going to tuck toes. Take your hands right under your shoulders. So think of like tabletop. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Toes tucked into the ground, beginning to open the back line of the body. Maybe bounce in and out of those feet a few times. Nice stretch, stretch, stretch in the feet. And then spread your fingers wide. Grip the mat with all 10 fingertips. Begin to draw energy up through your hands, through your feet. Exhale. Tuck your chin slightly so you're nice and long, all the way from your tail to the top of your head. Building a little bit of heat in the core here. And with those toes tucked, here we go. We're going to inhale, begin to push off the ground so the knees hover. Your knees will be hovering just a few centimeters above the ground. And exhale, drop. 2 more like that. Inhale, press up. Lift your table off the ground just a little bit. Lots of weight in the hands and the feet, even weight there. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, press up, hover the knees. Nice long neck. And then in slow motion, begin to lift your butt up, up, up into the air until you find a nice down dog. Knees stay nice and bent. The more bent your knees are, the more stretch you're going to get in your low back. So do honor that. Experiment with that. And we'll rock side to side. Maybe experiment with bending one knee and then the other. Let your head hang heavy. Shoulders draw up and away from the ears. Keep pressing into your whole hand. Especially that thumb and first finger protecting the wrists. Alright, inhale, look forward and drop the knees. Exhale, sink back, child's pose. We'll be here for 3 breaths, resetting. Take whatever you need, maybe tap your hands a little bit behind you, shake them out, or just rest. One thing I need to do now is take off my socks because they're a little slippery. How about you? All right. Inhale, sweep your hands forward, back to your child's pose. Tuck your toes. Find your tabletop pose with toes tucked. And inhale, press, hover the knees, and then in slow motion send those hips up, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe get the knees a little straighter this time if that feels good to you. Marching it out. Nice and long in the upper body. Now come to stillness with the legs. And we're going to inhale way up on the toes. Boop, boop, boop. Way up on the toes. Exhale, sink the heels. Everything else stays the same. Inhale way up on the toes, ballerina toes. Exhale, sink the heels. One more, just like that. Inhale way up on the toes. Exhale, heels down towards the floor. And now begin to walk your hands towards your feet. Come to a nice little forward fold, ragdoll situation. Nice bent knees. Again, letting the low back just relax forward. You can have your hands on the ground, somewhere on your legs, or grab opposite elbows if that feels good to you. 3 breaths here. Let your head just hang down towards the earth. If this is too much, also, a really good option is to put your hands on your upper legs. Give yourself a little more support here, a little more length through the neck. That feels really good. One more big inhale here, finding a little more length on the inhale, a little more surrender on the exhale. And let your knees bend even more. Inhale, roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders and head. Los últimos, last. Yeah. All right, here we go. Adding on. Inhale, sweep up, a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, get your hands down on the floor, walk your feet back to downward facing dog. Inhale, way up on the toes. Exhale, sink the heels. Inhale, way up on the toes. Exhale, sink those heels. Inhale, way up on the toes. Exhale, sink those heels. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, little child's pose. 3 breaths. Building a little bit of heat in the body here. Everything I say is just a suggestion, so please feel free to add on or subtract at any time. All right, coming back up, hands forward, tuck your toes. Inhale, downward facing dog. Adding on, y'all. So really push through both heels. Inhale, inhale, right leg high, really high. Rotate so all your toes point straight down, closing the hip. Tuck your chin, make sure that you've got lots of space between your shoulders and ears. Push through your left heel towards the floor. Push through your right heel towards the sky. Inhale, higher, higher, higher. Exhale, replace. Second side, inhale, left leg high, really high. Notice if your hips open and turn your toes so they point down, closing the hip. Push through your right heel to the floor, left heel towards the sky. Inhale, higher, 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 higher. Exhale, foot down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, child's pose, 3 breaths. Use these 3 breaths to reset. Reconnect to yourself, reconnect to your breath. As you're ready, we're going to go again. I bet you knew that. All right, so make sure you have everything you need. Here we go. Tuck your toes. Inhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Just take a breath or 2 to reset. Make sure you're pressing into all parts of your hand. Really protect the wrist. Push the weight back towards your feet so that a lot of the weight is coming out of the hands. And here we go. Inhale, right leg high, really high. Rotate all the toes pointing down. Push through both heels. Inhale, higher. Exhale, replace. Inhale, left leg high, really high. Reach up, reach up, reach up. Rotate the toes down. Left heel up, right heel down. Inhale, a little higher. Exhale, replace. Inhale, float forward to plank, top of a push-up, or maybe half plank with the knees down. Look forward. Exhale, bend your elbows, come all the way down. All the way down. Bring your forehead to the ground. Hands are right under your shoulders. Pull your elbows towards each other. Inhale, peel up your chin, your chest. And exhale, float down. The hands are just kickstands here. Try to use the strength of your back. Press through your pelvis, press through your feet. Inhale, peel up, chin, chest, maybe low ribs. Nice and slow, all the way down. One more, just like that. Inhale, peel up, chin, chest, maybe low ribs. Pull those elbows into your sides. And exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Inhale, press up to plank or half plank. Exhale, child's pose, balasana. 3 breaths. Reconnect. Notice how you're feeling in your body. From just 15 minutes of movement and breath makes a big difference. So we got 5 minutes to go. We better do something with it. So inhale, hands forward if they're not already. Tuck your toes, send those hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high, really high. Exhale, shoot forward, bring your foot between your hands, finding a low lunge. So if your right foot doesn't make it all the way up, just use your arm. Help yourself out here. You want like a 90-degree angle in the front leg. So that means your right knee is over your right ankle. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. So again, your hips are square, not opening to the left. No. We want both hips pointing straight forward. Push through your back heel. Get a nice stretch all along the back of the left leg. And then we're going to drop that left knee down. If you need a little extra padding, get some extra padding. Definitely no shame in some props here. Also, if your toe remains tucked, it does protect the knee a bit. So feel free to stay just like this. If you think you can handle some more, we'll inhale and come up. Hands on the legs, on the top right knee. So just kind of sink in. As you inhale, you can press your hands forward on your right leg, opening space in the right hip crease. Exhale, sink in. 2 more like that. Inhale, press the flesh forward as you pull your hips back. And exhale, sink in. Getting a big stretch on the front of the left leg. 1 more. Okay, and if you're up like this, inhale, 1 hand up, maybe 2 hands up, maybe a little back bend. Full expression. And exhale, hands down. Okay, lift the back knee. Here we go. Step back plank or half plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, just 1 baby cobra here. Make it count. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, press up, and exhale, down dog. We're going to go straight into the second side. So set yourself up here. Here we go. Inhale, left leg high, really high. Exhale, foot between your hands. Take time getting the alignment right. You really want to make sure that your knee is right over your ankle. Rock back and forth here. Big stretch on the right leg. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward, so that your 2 hips are in line. And roll your shoulders back to make sure you have a nice open heart here. Keep breathing as we rock forward and back a few times. Press your right heel behind you. And as you're ready, you can gently put that back knee down. And stay just like this. This is certainly a big stretch, or if you want more, you can come on up, hands behind your left knee. Inhale to press the flesh forward on the knee as you pull your hips back at the same time, opening up the left hip crease. And then exhale, sink in. Sink into that space you created. 2 more like that. Inhale, press the flesh forward, pull your hips back. Exhale, sink in. 1 more. How low can you go? I have to wiggle my front foot forward a little bit every time as I get deeper into the stretch. So again, just like this is great. If you want more, inhale, 1 hand up, maybe 2 hands up, maybe a little back bend, full expression. Oh, Friday. Inhale here, exhale, both hands down. Lift the back knee. Step back to plank or half plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Let's do 2 more baby cobras. Inhale, peel up, chin, chest, maybe a little higher. Maybe full cobra if that feels good to you, part of your practice. Exhale, down. 1 more back bend of your choice. See what feels good. Maybe you're going to bring your feet in. Oh, rock side to side. Slowly come down. Tuck your toes. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, down dog. And right away we'll begin walking feet towards the hands. Come to a forward fold. Boop, boop, boop. Nice deep bend in the knees. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, straight legs, straight back. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, find length. Exhale, soften and bow. 2 more like that. Inhale, straight legs, straight back. Reach your head forward, find length. Exhale, down. Inhale, flat back. Stretching from your heels to your butt, from your butt to the top of your head. Get a little more length. Exhale, lower. And now keeping those knees really bent, maybe lift the toes. Inhale, roll up. 1 vertebra at a time. Shoulders and head last. Like a little sprout. Sprouting. Maybe a little back bend if that feels good to you. Any little movements you want to do. Maybe some freestyle dancing of some sort. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, perfect. God, I'm really good at knowing how much 20 minutes is now. Thanks for joining me. I hope that you got your heart rate up. that you're breathing a little more deeply into your body, and that you're ready to take your Friday/weekend on. Ready to go out and do good in the world. Feeling good, doing good. That's the yoga lifestyle. That's what it's really supposed to be. It's certainly not about fancy yoga mats and handstands and... I was going to say it's not about crystals, but it totally is. But, you know, it's not about things you buy or the way you look at all. It's about feeling good. It's about doing good. It's about getting to know yourself. So anyway, I really honor you for being here with me. Please spread the word on this. These classes all month are going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 20 minutes every morning. Please spread the word and let me know if you have any requests, questions, or comments. I love you so much. Have an amazing day.